Sounds like a frog.
Sounds like a fucking pig. That's what that sounds like.
Righto, mate.
It doesn't need explaining, and we're moving on.
Excuse me.
Great. Welcome back.
Hello.
People in previous weeks would have welcome back to the two Montys.
Welcome back. I've got this. People in previous weeks
Might have heard us mention Ben Pittman from Uptown.
Uptown the Band.
UptownTheBand.com.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, Google that.
Yeah.
And it's because I was very excited letting the world know that we've booked UptownTheBand.com for our wedding next year.
Yeah, which I think and is the reason we say UptownTheBand.com, not to confuse it with a local bar that is obviously popular and we love it there.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to thank that bar for all the SEO. All the phone calls I get.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
open?
Yeah, we are, mate. Go straight down there. If it's bang on the door.
Yeah, no, we were Uptown long before Uptown's the bar. We were Uptown before Uptown Funk as well. We're old.
Yeah, right.
We've been around. And thank you for getting us for your wedding. We can't wait.
Oh, mate, we're
can't
so
wait.
excited.
And
Whose wedding? His wedding.
Are we allowed? Can we talk about it? Publicly?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, that means a lot.
Well, because we just did it about 2 episodes ago and you were sitting there, so...
but he's been on 6%ers and he's not driving.
Yeah, right.
So he's me in a previous life.
You've obviously probably seen a lot of entertainment at weddings in your day, and for you to choose us.
Both at the weddings and in the car parks.
How's
yeah.
he
choose us
How's he
means a lot.
playing with the fucking ring on his finger while you're talking about it?
Oh, did you know I'm engaged?
He's just holding it up, fucking rubbing
I'm
it.
not used to it.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. It's a new sort of ring.
Finger in the ring,
proposed
please.
and then you got proposed to
I
again.
know, so gay.
Right.
Yeah. Love it. That's been the feedback, and King loves talking about it too.
No, mate, it's
So
fine.
if I have to see any more of that fucking shit in my feed.
Yeah, no. You have your moment in the sun, mate.
So was that in Melbourne? The second proposal?
the second one. And like when I proposed, Dill asked me so many times. He's like, "Do you want me to propose? Like, am I supposed to?"
Can I reciprocate?
Yeah, and I was like, it was never on my radar. I'd never ever thought about getting proposed to in my life.
Yeah.
So no, and I'd said that to him. So it's not on my radar. Like, it's not something that I expect. Absolutely.
So he surprised you.
And then and I genuinely like walked into the hotel, so flown down from Newcastle, opened the door, all the candles, everything set up. I couldn't see him at this point. I thought, fuck,
I've got the wrong room.
I've just ruined somebody else's proposal.
That's hilarious.
I'm already engaged. And then I saw Dill and I was like, oh, no, I'm going along with this. this makes sense now.
So cute.
Yeah. And he did very well because he was violently hungover. My brother was down there for the weekend as well. They'd been out together the night before.
Yeah.
Dill didn't roll into his room until about 4:30 in the morning, and then he had this, kind of proposal company that he G'd up to help him set it all up.
Yeah.
And
Very
so-
How's that?
special.
I
Very
mean,
special.
that's good, but how's that for business?
Yeah.
What do you do? I set up proposals. Might as well be a fucking drapologist.
She did a great job, but Dill was so hungover that he kind of just got in his head through the day, and he's like, fuck, what if I've been scammed? Yeah. So he went on and he's like, I'll just check out her videos.
Oh, because she hadn't done it yet.
She hadn't done it yet, hadn't been there. She was coming in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And
So they got access to the room and did it?
Well, he was there, presumably.
yeah, he was there, but then she had to turn up and do it. But he's, in his head, he's like, fuck, what if this is a scam? So he thought, I'll look at her videos and her password, which you might have done before booking. But no.
Yeah.
And she only
Seems
had-
like the horse is
she
bolted
got
at that stage.
42 followers on TikTok. And he's like, definitely a scam.
Yeah, right.
So he gets his mum to send an inquiry for the same day to see if she'd take the money and take the booking. But Mumba never got a reply. And she turned up and was legit, and
So
it was
that's
amazing.
her whole business. She does proposal.
I think she's got a
It's got to be a side hustle.
Yeah, it's a side hustle.
Because that's a niche.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, that's what I mean. It's
Especially if it's double proposal side hustle. Like if
Imagine
you're just
if
doing
you-
the second proposal for a gay couple.
Yeah.
Imagine if you said no.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And that's how niche it is. She only does second proposals for gay couples. She does one every 3 years.
Yeah. So no, it was
Well, that's
obvious.
very romantic and sweet.
It was.
I think that's
It
lovely.
was. And then we went out for a fucking incredible dinner.
So congrats. Bring on fucking Feb next year.
Yes.
Beep before beep.
And by couple is one.
Beep.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was wondering, like, coming on the podcast, if we're allowed to even talk about
We
it.
can. Yeah.
Just not the
you
when.
said you had a good
I
idea.
do. I got a sick idea for you. Okay, so what's the theme?
Disco cowboy.
All right. This is going to suit the theme.
Which we put in the, like, we haven't put the website out yet, but it's like the description. It's like, you know, hats, chaps, glitter.
Lincoln, to pop in the
a hybrid
in
between
the podcast. So,
Coachella and
Press play.
Aquip.
press play. Lincoln will pop it up in the show notes or whatever.
Do I need
Fuck,
sound?
Hey, he's an old hand.
You need that.
99 problems
They're
and
still
I bet you
orcas.
ain't one.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
What?
We were at the Westpac Ball recently.
That's my friend Ash. She does that shit.
She and Dill goes.
Oh, was she in the champagne?
She's the
yeah,
champagne
yeah.
fairy
So it's
lady.
one of the stilt walkers at the ball used to be one of Dill's good friends in high school. And she's a dancer. And Dill looks and goes, "Can we get this for the wedding?" And at that point, we just dropped all of the deposits on all of the things, and I was like, "Fucking whoa!"
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
now you've said
I'll tell
that.
you where he hasn't dropped a fucking deposit.
Who needs a celebrant?
yeah. I just put my prices up too. Excellent. This is great.
He's going to
you
do all
are.
the legal stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah. What's your
and then I'll
accountant's
be a
name?
celebrant.
Yeah. I'll also my accountant's name, Andrew from Kindred Accounting.
Fuck you,
That's
Andrew.
Andrew Haynes.
It is
I
Andrew
love
Haynes.
that guy. I went to school with him.
Oh, did you? Yeah, Hainesy. I go to the gym with Hainesy. That's how he got to be my
Yeah.
accountant.
Lovely guy. Shout out to Mrs. Haynes, my kindergarten teacher.
Because she'd be
Oh,
listening.
his mum. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
His mum was a kindergarten teacher.
What do you think about that idea?
that explains a
Love it.
lot about Hainesy.
So I'll get you a good deal because I'm really good friends with the...
Also, I'm going to be in the shit because
Oh, no.
Dill's got this thing. He's like, if I suggest something, you shoot it down. If somebody
Someone-
else suggests it, you'd say, yes, that's amazing. And I've literally just gone.
You've literally
yeah,
done exactly that.
exactly that. So, but
Well done,
You
Ben.
need to have that.
the outfits,
Your hat
yes.
for canapes
Yeah.
or cocktail hour.
Can any of them do magic?
But maybe it might,
Magic?
Yeah, if they could do it and magic, that'd be amazing.
Oh, I don't know
because
about
they're in
magic.
cow print. But
don't
I thought,
believe in
how
it.
cool if they had like a, you know, when you sneak grog into a festival, like little bladders that you put in every. They could have a bladder and we could milk and margaritas out of them or something.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
disgusting.
Or Bailey's. It probably would be
yeah.
Bailey's coming out.
Mama.
Bailey's and milk. Mama.
Moving on.
Moving on.
So you're keen.
Yeah.
Well, I'll line that up for you. We'll get
Thank
you a
you.
good price, sir.
I'll
Yeah,
have
right.
to get the boss to.
How many days
approve
did I
it.
take off for that?
You need a few.
We can all stay in the same hotel.
I did. I told
I'm
you
in
it
a
was.
tent, mate. I've got a glamping tent.
Yeah. I'll
There's only one hotel in
I'll shout you the
Glendivis, right?
glamping tent.
Done.
No,
Deal
yeah.
done.
No, but send us the invoice. Piece of shit. No,
You know full well.
I do know, but
He likes taking cash.
yes, I'll the fees between $3 and $3.50.
Hey, you know, Brett said don't up your prices. He keeps lowering them. I don't know why.
And yeah, it's Glen show weekend. So recovery party at the show the next day,
Right.
which I'm pretty.
So that'll be a big weekend for the town, right?
Yeah, oi, the show numbers will double.
2 main events.
Is that the same couple?
no.
So Glen Show, that's on the Saturday night.
Yeah,
And your
wedding
wedding's on the
Friday,
beep.
wedding Friday, and the show
And then
Saturday.
you're doing something.
Hey, now that we've
Yeah.
said it's a
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and the show, you're going to have to cost all of that out.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right. We'll have security on the door.
yeah. I can do that.
But yeah, because we
Oi,
went-
I can do that.
Yes. Yes, please.
How many guests?
140.
That's a
Fucking
big
hell,
wedding.
this is getting up
That
there
is a
now.
big-
It
Wedding.
is, and we're at the point now with the layout of the marquee. It's like you know you have 3 rows of tables, and they end here in the layout of the marquee.
Yeah.
But we've got the capacity for them to end here, like 3 more tables.
Yeah.
which takes it to 170 or something. But
Plus
it's
all your
like,
vendors and stuff. Like, it's going to be packed.
but
Yeah,
the
don't forget your vendor meals.
That's it. No, so we've
you
like
get fed twice.
we've got the space to put more and have more, but
I'll
we
get
don't
fucking
want to
sliders, mate. I'll get nuggets.
because we want a massive dance floor.
Yeah.
And Robert's going to have to add extensions onto the stage.
And you got to put somewhere.
7 of you this
The
time.
mechanical ball's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, beep that out too. Fuck, this whole episode is just beep, beep, beep. Redacted.
Yeah, but
Well,
got
let's
a
talk about something else.
Found a chef this is exciting. Found a chef that will let us supply the meat from the farm,
Right.
which very few of them do. I had a wedding with a
So we
recent.
could have lined up my mate. He probably would have done it.
Yeah. Anyway, had a wedding recently. It was catered by Laura Swan, based out of Uralla, and I'm gonna say it was the best wedding food I've ever eaten in my life.
Make the
I
killing.
mean, that is a wild claim for a vendor to make on a podcast that a lot of wedding vendors listen to.
And I'm not saying that the others have been
Eat shit, everybody else.
It was just like, I don't know.
It was on point.
It was on point.
Why don't you make the killing of the beast part of the ceremony?
Well, we're getting to that.
I can take care of that as well.
Sacrificial lamb. No. Dill's, like, ever since we got together, he's been like hounding me to take him to
He's been killing kittens.
take him to a sale, like a cattle sale.
Yeah.
And he just thinks the idea of, everyone there with a big hat and big boots is just hilarious.
You know who runs the cattle sales in Singleton?
Singleton, yes.
Good friend of the show, Scott Bailey.
So
Right on.
We're doing beef brisket and slow cooked lamb shoulder for the shared feastings.
So how many cows and how many sheep do you need for that?
A few, but we're going to go up a couple of months before, and Dill's going to go to the sale, and
Handpick them.
Dill is going to bid and buy
Oh, you
the
look
killers,
yummy.
the
You
killers
look
for the
yummy.
wedding, which I think is really sweet.
It is sweet, but are we going to end up with absolute dog shit? So someone who actually knows what they're looking at would be good.
But the problem
Still
is
like
he'll be
fur in
that
it.
excited. He'll have the bidding one, and he'll still be throwing his hand up. Add another $1.
Yeah. Oh, that one looks sad. Let's get
Yeah.
that one.
Well, that is, you know what? That is like pretty special and kind of.
Can you fuck off?
What's the
Everything
word?
he said.
No. What's the word?
Everything he
I
said,
wanna
you've
say
been
it's
saying how
ethical. Is it
fucking
ethical?
wonderful.
That's ethical.
Like this positivity
It's ethical.
doesn't ride in this fucking
Yes, it
podcast,
does,
mate. Fucking hell.
I
I'm
don't
loving
see
this.
you fucking killing a cow and eating it.
Yeah, King. Next time you get married, he'll support you. So
Ouch. Ouch. Fucking hell.
but yeah, lamb chops, like lamb cutlets, Moroccan lamb cutlets for one of the canapes.
Yum.
Yeah.
Which is like a family thing. Dad was always, whenever he'd come out the farm for a bonfire, he'd bring a massive tray of lamb cutlets, and Robert would easily eat 15 of them.
Yeah.
And then he'd go for the 16th. He goes, nah, I better not. I'm about to have me steak dinner. Like,
Yeah.
just ham. So
Slight side note, but in a similar vein.
Yeah.
Speaking of, also a good friend of the show, one of our previous two Monty's suppliers, Anthony from Mezzo.
Yep.
I'm sure I'm allowed to say this. He does a lot of work. I think he's actually the exclusive. Maybe he's not, just in case, but he does a lot of work at Squires.
Yep.
They run some sheep. Recently, they were slaughtering some sheep, and he went, "You want any of this? You want any of this lamb?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So me and another bloke went halves in a beast.
Yeah.
Mate, the best.
Yeah, so
two
good.
shoulders, 2 legs,
Yeah.
couple of racks, chops.
Yeah.
the whole lot. It was. Yeah, so
Yeah.
good and,
So-
and incredible.
So the lamb, like that.
Best lamb I've had in ages.
It's easy to do that side because it's all slow roasted too. Like that was the thing that the
shoulder and-
caterers won't do steak. Like
No.
let you do the butchering for individual steak.
Well, no, and
dinners.
nor do you want to.
No, because but the only so we're gonna slow cook it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, but they can have that prepared
but
way
the
in
chops,
advance.
they're gonna have to kill a lot of lambs.
Well, when you said
to
your old
to
mate
have
was
that many cutlets
when you said
to
Robert,
feed 140
well, that's when you
people.
said Robert's eating 15 chops. I'm like, that's about fucking 5 fucking.
That's a lot of.
That's
lambs.
a lot of lambs.
So we're gonna have to buy the cutlets separately because we'll get some off them. But
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of lambs running around.
Have you guys ever tried tripe?
no,
It's absolutely
It's-
disgusting.
it's 2025, mate.
It's so bad. I did a wedding out at Stanley Park and half African wedding, and they had some traditional African cuisine.
Right.
One of them was tripe.
You've used the
What
word
is that,
cuisine
like the
fairly
guts
loosely
of,
there.
What's
It's a
tripe?
stomach lining.
The stomach lining of
Stomach lining.
Of a what?
Absolutely,
Of a lamb.
Some sort of animal.
absolutely
Of a pig.
disgusting.
Isn't that what they used to use for condoms?
No, that's sheep. Sheep intestines, isn't
Sheep
it?
intestines. There you
Yeah,
go.
and they make guitar strings out of guts of
Yeah. Cat guts.
cat guts.
That's so random.
No, my argument was always with offal, which is tripe falls under the offal banner.
Yeah.
Because my grandma was a huge fan. She'd be eating fucking lamb's brains and kidneys
That's
and
what
liver
my mum
and
grew up on too.
yeah. Listen, my grandma grew up in fucking Rylston. They used to catch the fucking coach and buggy into town once a week.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing that and you're killing a beast, you're gonna eat it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
If I can walk to Coles and buy a fucking Scotch fillet, I'm not eating anybody's guts. Go fuck yourself.
What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
Who or what?
Or what on who?
Have you had chicken heart?
Yeah.
They're weird.
Yeah, chicken heart's okay.
Chicken feet? Have you had the feet?
No. I've had a stock that's been made of chicken feet.
Have you had alligator?
I think yeah.
I
You
think
know
I
what?
had a crocodile burger in the territory last
No,
year.
I was going to say that at Fredericton on the mid north coast is the Freddo's pies,
Oh yeah.
and they have crocodile pies, emu pies, kangaroo pie, you name it. They've got the fucking pie
I would
made
feel
out of that
weird
meat.
eating an emu.
I watched a video on Instagram the other day of two blokes who just like smoked a whole emu.
Two blokes, one emu.
Smoked a whole emu. It didn't look great. I'll admit it didn't look great. It was from here. They'd put it in a massive smoker and smoked the entire. It was like still in one bit with the neck like curled up. Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't look appetizing.
When I was in New Orleans, I had alligator.
Yeah.
It was kind of.
I haven't had alligator. I had
quite
crocodile.
Salty, very
Yeah,
salty.
it's like chicken though.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrible reality shows that Britt brought up earlier,
Swamp people.
yeah, no, not that one. There's one where it's not. It might be no. Don't. I won't hear a bad word about Jeremy Wade. No, it might be Swamp People. Is that the one where they hunt the alligators? Like
I think
each
so.
year they get the number of tickets and they have to go out and get them.
Yeah.
But you watch it when they bring it in, and because they're obviously harvesting like the skin for leather and the meat, and they basically put like a little cut in the animal, stick a fucking compressed air hose in it, and go, "Boof," and it just like because it's so tough.
Like Shrek when they...
Yeah, but it all like blows off and it's detached and then they just cut it and peel it off.
Wow.
But they put this compressed air in it first and it just like, it's awesome. And then it's left, it's like chicken. It's like a real like translucent-y white looking.
But that's
yeah.
also ethical. They use every part of the
Oh,
animal.
yeah.
They make
Which is also, but the show
belts
is,
and-
it's like alligator season
Yeah.
and you've got a license
Peter
for.
would hate them.
Yeah, Peter are fucking lunatics. But there's a bit of political discourse for you. But they also go, it's alligator season. You've got a license for 250 alligators.
Oh, so kind of
So that's
like
all
when,
you get for the season.
Like
So
when we're fishing in New South Wales, we have bag limits.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, but they get it-
They
they-
can only have 250 crops.
I don't know what the number is, but it's
Yeah.
like you can have this
It's
many
surely
for the
not
season.
250. That
Surely
seems
not, because
a lot.
there's a lot of rednecks that if there was 250
Oh, listen,
apiece...
that's the blokes who are on television doing it properly, and there's the other 40,000 of them.
Commercial alligator.
Yeah, the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah.
don't have the license.
No, they commercial alligator, like, I mean, not fishermen, but I guess whatever the fuck.
Like
Farmers.
in southern Florida or whatever. Like how many alligators do they have?
Fucking heaps, I'd say.
They're not endangered.
Yeah, I think too. Well, and down in Florida too, the big one they've got is pythons.
Right.
People bought like pythons like from here, like a carpet, and they just fucking let them go.
Do they eat them?
Well, I think they do, but there's no natural predator, so they're in like plague proportions. Like people go out at night just like yoinking pythons.
Scary.
And then but there's a bunch of them. There's like some sort of gecko, some sort of chameleon. There's all these like reptiles that people have had as pets, let go in the swamp, and now they're
Florida
fucking
is a
overrun
swamp.
with them.
Have
Yeah,
you
yeah,
been
yeah.
there?
No,
It's literally.
it's in
a
America,
swamp.
mate.
Like the whole. Like,
Fuck
you
would I go
fly
there
into
for?
into Orlando, right? It is a swamp. The whole place.
Yeah.
Like where Disney World is.
Yeah,
It's a swamp.
yeah, no,
I think my Disney World days are over.
yeah. I'm not. Yeah, look, I've been to America for
No, not
about
when you
12
work
hours.
there. You see
Layover.
Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse with his helmet off, having a durry, saying, "Don't look at me." Yeah, it's scary.
Where was this?
When I worked at Disney World in the marching band, we went backstage Disney World, and like there's Mickey Mouse with his head off.
I think you've
smoking
told me
a
this
durry,
before.
Going,
Yeah.
fuck off. And I'm like, oh, this is scary.
Don't ruin the magic for the children.
Yeah.
Backstage Disney World is a scary place.
Jesus.
Oh.
Like that. What's that show? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Haven't seen it.
It's
Yeah, I
literally
don't know. I've never watched it. The
every
kids are already into
episode,
it.
you try and find a reference to a show.
I watch a lot of TV.
I have a
I've never
haircut in
seen.
12 minutes.
Okay. Where are you having your hair cut? I would have thought
Wickham.
I would have thought you'd have been going to get your fucking
Do you guys
buttons
know
sewn
Alex
back on.
Douglas?
Room.
He's not. He used to be.
Do we
room
know
6.
Alex Douglas?
Now he's-
Alex, you know how offended we are. This fuck would even ask that question.
What? Do you get your hair done with
I do.
him, do you?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Getting his beard.
Hey, laugh and shake your head all you like, cunt. I'll be there at 4 o'clock tomorrow getting my beard cut by Alex, who has cut it for the last 10 years,
He is my
who is
man.
a long-time supporter of the two Montys. So the fact that you've come in here and even fucking pretended you can go and
I
fuck
was
yourself.
giving you an opportunity to shout out his business, but
Yeah.
instead
you've
No, no,
shouted.
listen.
Instead you've shouted at me.
And all you did was go, oh no, not room 6, not Cullen. So what's it? It's called Nowhere.
No,
I know what it's
where do
not
you get
called.
your hair done? Nowhere.
Yeah, we know what it's fucking not called.
Nowhere.
He's good.
Well, sorry, I was just trying to make conversation.
He does such a good job. You know when you get a haircut, you don't even realize you're getting a haircut because we're just both musos, talk shop, and then by the end he's like, "How's that look?" I'm like, "That's great." Didn't even realize you were doing my hair.
You'd notice if he was doing yours.
Yeah, I've noticed when he's
What the fuck's that?
when he's running the clippers.
And he cuts it so good. Like this
When he's running
this
the clippers
is me
around my
shaggy,
mouth.
right? But it still looks good, right?
Sure.
He's a bad judge.
He cuts it
He
in a
doesn't
way
know.
where it still looks good even when it gets shaggy. But I try to go.
I mean,
with
do you
the-
go?
I try to go with.
I'm looking for the Johnny Bravo.
How much?
No one else gets that reference except me and you.
I'm going for more like Elvis, but like in his later years when he was on the downhill.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm going for like downhill.
On the
Elvis.
downhill, but not on the toilet. Yeah, not quite.
Close.
Yeah, right. So we better wrap this up then, because
Well,
you
no problem.
You
What-
need to get to Wickham. Well, you've got 6 minutes to get to Wickham.
Oh, I'll be fine.
You're not driving though, are you?
Yeah.
All right, good.
See ya.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, mate, anytime.
you.
We'll have you. But thanks for answering the call very late.
You're scraping
And
the bottom
thank-
of the barrel.
thank you for
That's
your-
fine.
No, we'll have you back anytime, mate.
Thanks for your ideas and
Yes.
support and well wishes for the wedding.
How many minutes
Even
are we,
though
Lincoln?
King didn't care to hear about
That'll
it.
do.
I can't wait. It's
Sorry
gonna be
to-
I'm so
a lot of
excited.
fun.
Sorry to Rach Bellini and who's the other person?
Jenna.
Jenna, who we're going to be 5 minutes short this week. But you'll be happy to know that Ben's getting an amazing haircut because of it.
He's going for that Elvis
Well-
chic.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone watches the podcast, maybe we should do a before and after.
Sure.
If
No,
anyone
'cause
watches the podcast.
no
hang
one
on.
does, mate.
No one does.
It depends.
Yeah, shout out to the listener.
Yeah, no, it's because sometimes the only thing I can see on YouTube is views. Some episodes, 10. The next episode, 630. No one can tell.
Ah.
It's a real lucky dip about who's watching what.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can't pick it.
And
hey?
there's no actual like, oh, we talked about that. That's why. It's
Well, good
it's
on
all
you
over the
guys
shop.
for sticking at it.
Yeah,
Well, I just stopped.
we're just that
no.
dumb that we haven't
No,
decided.
I just stopped advertising everywhere else and put that money into this.
The accountant's like, you need to put your fee up and stop podcasting.
Yeah, no, he never said
immediately.
that.
But we can have beers while we do this. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kinda
correct.
Nice.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure in some way it does reflect on bookings. Maybe
Well,
no,
like
we've
maybe
talked
less
about it before.
bookings.
No, we get inquiries that like, oh, we love the podcast. We're wondering if you,
Right.
and it's like, great.
Well, as we've talked about in the past, I said, like, don't your couples get scared from listening to this shit?
No.
But you say...
No,
it
it's a
filters-
filter.
It
Yeah.
filters
Yeah,
out
100%.
the ones that you want
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well,
That's
and you
cool.
don't have to give them the sell. Like they're already like, oh, we've already seen you.
Yeah.
I think if they can put up with listening to us
God.
fuckwits talk shit for 30 minutes,
Yeah.
then they're like, oh, well, that's a no-brainer. He's going to do the exact same thing at the wedding.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe not exactly the same. I'll try to be nicer.
Maybe a little bit more
I'll try.
polite.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. Do you want to close us out? Do you know what it is?
I do not.
I like how you pointed with confidence and then nothing happened.
He's a muso. He's
Do
probably
you weren't listening when Britt did it?
She said, see you next Tuesday.
That's it.
Tell him down the barrel.
See you next Tuesday, baby.